Joining me now on the phone from Everest is mountain climber Jim Davidson, who
this morning at April's deadly avalanche on Mount Everest. Davidson was at the so-called Camp 1.
And that's the day a 7.8 magnitude earthquake slammed into Nepal. And the tent shot up into the air, hovered for about a second, and then dropped back down.
I just said to Mike, "Oh man, Mike, we are in trouble. We are in big trouble, because there is no way I can climb that wall." But if you'll come with me today on an adventurous journey, we'll distill out some lessons from these intense experiences and talk about how you can face uncertainty, how you can overcome challenge, and how you can reach your highest goals.
From his 36 years of climbing and survival adventures, Jim Davidson distills compelling lessons about personal resilience, resilient teamwork, and resilient leadership.
And that ability to bounce back, that ability to learn from good things that have happened and from difficult things that have happened to you, that's resilience.
Mount Rainier, America.
I realized I couldn't just quit like that. I was so afraid and I was so devastated the loss of my partner, Mike, but I knew I couldn't just give up. Mike had just saved me from the fall.
So instead of the 20 ice screws, I had about 6. Instead of 40 carabiners, I had about 15. So I'm short on resources, people, time, and I've got a big, big challenge. Sometimes you have to look at the resource you've got and start working on the challenge.
He must escape before the sun sets, or he'll freeze to death.
I was going to climb until I got out, or until I was dead.
Jim's epic story of personal resilience was made into an episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it was shared in Jim's New York Times bestseller, The Ledge.
And so this is what I learned by climbing out of that crevasse that you can apply to your crevasses in life. First of all, when you get in a tough situation, you've got to have a resilient mindset.
In very simple terms, that Jim is a master at. He talked about things like, rally your resilience and make sure you execute. Jim just delivered a great message and our members loved it.
One of the most inspiring sessions that I've ever attended.
it just really speaks to your heart.
And if you can do those things, accept, adapt, persevere, and re-engage, that's what builds a resilient mindset for moving forward and taking on those challenges.
Choi Yu, Tibet.
Absolutely, fear is contagious, but so is confidence. And you want to be the person to start spreading confidence. Now, you may not have all the answers yet, but really what you're trying to do as a team member is you're trying to spark resilience. Spark resilience in others by being someone to project that confidence, and also in doing so, that sparks resilience in you.
Mount Everest, Nepal.
We were going to Everest because by taking on a challenge like that, it refines you into a better version of you.
Close your tents up!
It was a huge avalanche and a huge powder blast. We got all out of the tent to see the avalanche. And we got powder blasted from both sides.
That is Jim Davidson of Colorado. He spoke with CBS this morning 3 days after the Nepal earthquake.
Really what you're trying to be as a leader in those moments of crisis or uncertainty or change is what you're trying to do is amplify resilience in others. When you see somebody else having a good idea, well, geez, we got a problem back in the factory, but I guess we could do that. Yes! Let them know that you're behind them and you think they can start to work on the problem.
And that was the most compelling and fascinating keynote speech I've heard. I'm still moved. It really was amazing.
So I went back to Nepal this year in 2017.
It's about 8:45 in the morning. We're at 23,000 feet from our teammates coming up.
So you're on Everest this time. Was there a time at all where you said, you know what, I need to turn back, or you're wondering if really you should follow through on this?
About day 56, the trip got dragged out due to bad weather, and we spent 12 days in base camp waiting for the weather to clear. These rescue and survival situations act as an intense crucible for examining what makes a resilient leader and how teams can be more resilient.
Really what you're trying to do is amplify resilience when you see it in others. To help other people when they have a good idea, put your weight, your network, your technology behind it to try and help them move forward.
The sky in the east was turning blue, Jupiter and the moon were up on the horizon, and when I looked down I could see stars low on the horizon actually below us on the ridge, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. But it wasn't just about standing on the summit, it was about the whole journey. It was about learning to be personally resilient. It was about learning how to become a good team member when the chips are down. It was learning about how to step forward and try and lead when the situation is tough. And it all kind of came together that allowed me and my teammates to be there in the summit position on this beautiful day.
Jim's resilient teamwork and resilient leadership programs are available as keynotes and workshops. For booking information, please contact Speaking of Adventure.